some noise as we meet the main Golden.
And the Warriors dynasty with their course seemingly over. You never want to completely scratch them out. But, Shams, how are we going to remember the run that this remarkable franchise has had?
You could make a case that the 2017 team might be the best to ever play, and the Warriors have become an elite franchise in NBA history. It might be a while since we see a dynasty quite like this, especially with the big three of Stephen Curry, Draymond Green, and Klay Thompson.
Hall of Famers, great coaching, solid ownership. They had it all. Here are the five for the Clippers. The guard pair, it's Harden and Powell. Jones and Zubac make up the 4 and the 5. And it's Man in at the 3.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
They double him with Wiggins. Back to Man. The tray. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Golden State's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Warriors shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. That free throw missing. And he sinks the second. Los Angeles is gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Wiggins. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, I talked with head coach Steve Kerr. Well, he's worried about a number of issues, and front and center, James Harden. He said James will dissect you. It's hard to speed him up and hard to slow him down. He's their catalyst. But he thinks if they do a good job on Harden, they have a good shot at winning. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. And it's Wiggins missing. For the Warriors, they won their last contest, that game against the Jazz in Delta Center.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
And the mental game you talk about, a lot comes down to coaching, having your players focused.
Oh, the rare catch and shoot from Harden, showing it's still in his bag.
Shams, we know you grew up in Chicago. I'm assuming you grew up a Bulls fan. Who didn't? And you had to have a favorite player growing up with those terrific teams.
I was a big-time fan of hoops in general. Definitely someone for me was Kobe Bryant. That someone wasn't a Bulls player. We almost got him one year, but that was someone I grew up watching. Kevin, did you have a favorite team or player growing up?
Well, I love Kobe. I called every season of LeBron and every season of Kobe Bryant. And Bryant actually did start for 2K. As you know, not too long ago, before his passing, we sat down for a couple hours. But I hate to rank them because Kobe, Jordan, and LeBron are all right there at the very, very top. Hard to beat Jordan, right?
Very hard to beat Jordan. Obviously, the GOAT, the greatest of all time. Kobe, for me, watching growing up, that was the closest thing that I had.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. He wants to talk to his guys. With a break in the action, let's show you the teams with the most second-chance points last year. Number 5, the Warriors.
That's an effort stat for me. I mean, it shows you how hard this team works in the paint. They continue to pound the backboard.
Powell finds Man. Leaps for it, and stolen by Wiggins. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. Shot by Hield. Nobody around. Offline with his 3. The Clippers have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. A shot by Harden. Wide open. Misses the 3. The Warriors trailing. We talked about expansion. That has been floated around. We know that teams would have to realign. Shams, any ideas on which teams might have to shift with expansion in the East or West?
Certainly most of the potential expansion cities, the high-level ones, have been noted as teams in the West. Maybe you have a team out east that is in the West moving into the Eastern Conference. But the league could obviously surprise everyone with a different solution, maybe having one expansion team be an Eastern Conference team, one being a West. There's several options that Adam Silver and the NBA have.
I would think New Orleans would be one of those teams, right? Just where they are geographically. Memphis, those two teams are in the West, and I could see them maybe going east. Possible?
Certainly Minnesota and Memphis. Those are two teams that, to me, have an Eastern Conference feel.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
And in addition, the three-point shooting has been dialed in tonight. They seem poised for a big game from deep.
Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for the Clippers. Curry, that's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
How about the quickness on the drive from Curry? The moment he finds his opening, that guy is off to the races.
Man finds Powell. Zubac to the post. 24-point outing in their last game against Denver.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
There will be some letdown at some point, but these teams, they are built to score, and that's how you lead a team, literally.
And Shams, nothing gets a workout like your phone. Here we're talking NBA, we're watching this game. We got this great group here courtside. You've got 2 phones working, and I'm sure there's a third hidden in your bag. Can you estimate how many texts do you send and receive a day? Is there even a number we can put with that?
Kevin, how many texts do you get a day related to NBA info? You're coming at me. You know the job is, it's hundreds of messages flooding my phone on a daily basis. And the screen time usually in busy seasons tends to be closer to 18 to 20 hours. But this is what we sign up for. This is what we love to inform you.
Oh, and I know you love every second of it.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game, great adjustments on the offensive end.
Coaches love that kind of showing offensively, especially on the road.
Shooting while in rhythm. Porter Jr. has an impressive understanding for when to let that thing fly.
On the wing, Green. Here's Curry with the 3. Batum grabs the miss. For Los Angeles, they've gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. Here's Dunn. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. The Warriors have gone 8 of 14 from the field in the first quarter. And the Clippers getting that contract extension done with Coach Ty Lue. They've really invested in the future, haven't they, Sean?
A nice, shiny new arena and everything that they've built in LA. And yet, this is a talented and aging roster. The clock is ticking for this iteration of Clippers basketball around Kawhi Leonard. They know the time is right now.
And they've added Jeff Van Gundy, so another great basketball mind on that staff. Buries the long-range jumper.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without it.
Porter double team. 3-pointer. That's good from Dunn on the assist by Porter.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
The Warriors have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
Second team foul.
That free throw, no good. A different look for the Clippers. Jones comes in for Chris Dunn. And it's Harden in for Norman Powell. And he's good on the second. There's 42 seconds left here in the first quarter. Harden draws the double. From downtown, Green with the rebound.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to 3-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Pass to Porter. The 3 from Harden. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Harden's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Clippers. And a deep three from Curry. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Warriors ahead. They lead by 3. Live from Chase Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
Shams, with as often as you've interacted with front offices all over the NBA, have you noticed any changes with how franchises operate with both the players and the media and that relationship and where it may be headed?
Everything has to be more specialized now in the organization, but you're seeing true partnerships develop with teams and their players, especially their top players. Teams have to pay more attention now to data, to metrics than ever before. And the relationship between the top players in the organization, that is very, very important. And the teams that do a good job of managing relationships, of managing expectations, that is clearly what separates the elite teams with the bottom teams. And certainly players in today's generation are very, very polished when it comes to the media.
Oh, you framed that so well. Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. They've got Batum, Harden out there with Porter. And there's Mohamed Bamba, and it's Jones in at the small forward. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Clippers are intent on winning big. Coach Tyronn Lue said half of it is great talent, and I think half of it is execution. When you get to the playoffs, it's a whole different animal. We got to be 100% execution with our talent. That makes for a dangerous team. Kevin?
Very dangerous. All right, David.
You really get nonstop hustle from Andrew Wiggins, and that all-out style of play helps him be a serious difference maker on both sides of the ball.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And his percentage at the line last season, right at the 75% mark.
Good on the second free throw. Hey, Shams, I know you're connected throughout the NBA into a lot of front offices, but have you ever thought about maybe shifting gears a little bit and working for a team?
There is always intrigue into something like that, Kevin, but I've seen how tough the environment can be, and honestly, it is really much more fun to be talking to you on this side of the media world and the media equation of the NBA. But listen, there's always intrigue with the front office.
And a lot of opportunities. I know you're looked at, but thank you for your honesty in that one.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And he launches it from deep. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Harden the pass to Bamba. And the dunk by Bamba.
Yeah, that's 7'9" wingspan on full display there. Bamba swooping in with authority.
Green kicks to Curry. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Curry's got 13.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on. And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Back to Curry. Healed from outside. Another three for Golden State.
And that makes it 2 3-pointers in the quarter so far and 4 for the game.
Harden with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. Batum for 3. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Jackson Davis has got 11 rebounds in the game. We have all these great foreign players. Maybe 3 of the top 5 players in the NBA are all foreign players, right? And so much was made of Anthony Edwards. Here's a 22-year-old American player who has maybe the charisma, the game, the everything you could package. It could be our next great player. Is there ever talk around the league about why are European players being so dominant? Where are the great young American players to compete against this great influx of international players?
The grassroots programs, you have to look at what happens abroad and in the States. You have to give a lot of credit to the way that they develop players over in Europe. In any of those regions, they do a great job, and those players are hungry, they're driven, they're passionate. They're trying to get here to the States and play basketball at the highest level in the NBA. And you see at the amateur level, there can be a lot of fluidity, there can be a lot of flux, and players are given so much so soon in America. So to be able to have that chip on your shoulder, to have the passion, and to exude the confidence that Anthony Edwards has, the younger generation of players definitely have someone Anthony Edwards to look up to.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard. And this really is the story of the game. They've been outstanding from beyond the arc, especially in the second quarter.
Don't you forget, Harden's won an assist title now, and this man can pass that rock.
Pass to Jackson Davis. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 6 assists here tonight.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And a wide open look for Porter. A three-pointer is right on target. Porter's got 6 points.
Good to see Porter Jr. knocking down the triple. Needs to keep taking and making those shots.
Curry can't get it to go. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Clippers. 9-point game. And the dunk by Bamba.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. From past the arc. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And even though he hasn't been himself, it hasn't affected his team too much. They've still got the lead.
Porter double team. There's 1:47 left in the first half of the game. Kicks it out to Harden. Shot clock at 3. His three-pointer's off the mark.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
It's Curry outside. Steph, perfection from the arc.
That's his 5th three-pointer of the half. Filling it up.
And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. Oh, wasn't that wonderful? Easy to see why Shams has so many sources around the game. He's so easy to talk to.
Yeah, it's all about relationships at the end of the day. When the conversations come easily, that suits his purpose as a reporter.
You gotta chase Harden off that three-point line. He is too good of a shooter to be given any airspace from that line.
Green finds Wiggins. The layup off target.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Pass to Jones. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. A shot by Batum. No good. Warriors leading by 9. Jackson Davis with it. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Utah Jazz. Green with a screen for Curry. Healed from outside. Beats the buzzer! Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
Talk about being poised under pressure. Big-time shot.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Well, I think for the Clippers, you can already see they have the makings of a good team, but they also have things to iron out.
Splitting. And getting back to our current contest, very impressive first half performance for the Warriors.
I love their game plan.
Thanks for joining us.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
In at small and power forward, it'll be Wiggins and Green. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hield. And it's Kuminga in at the 5. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. Right, looking back to last season, the Clippers had one red-hot stretch.
That's right. They went on a 26-5 run between December and February. It finally showed how dangerous that team could be when healthy.
Wiggins passes to Kuminga. Another shot. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
And Wiggins is fantastic at attracting contact. Such a savvy veteran.
And something that every NBA player has now that maybe they didn't a couple years ago, RJ, their own personal trainer.
Well, it's just a beautiful investment of your own resources back into your body. I love that players are hiring chefs, dietitians, sleep aides, and the teams are hiring them. I love every aspect of that.
Wiggins kicks to Kuminga. Yes, that goes in. Kuminga's got 4 this quarter.
Nice play, good timing. Wiggins delivers a perfect pass.
And Kuminga comes to help. Back to Powell, a 3-ball. Green with the rebound.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Tries again. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Green's got his 5th assist in this one.
Timeout.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Yeah, we can see over here, the coach, he has some choice words for his team. Words we cannot repeat.
The Warriors making a switch here. Jackson Davis is checked in. Powell for 3. Jones from outside. Buries it from 3-point range. Jones has got 6.
A nice start to the second half. They've made 3 out of their first 4 shots coming out of the break.
Green with a screen for Wiggins from the high post. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. He's got 9.
That is one thing that you can tell from the start of his career to the end. That mid-range has improved and become very dependable for Wiggins.
Fires the 3. And with the rebound. Mann's got 4 rebounds now tonight. GA, what effect do you think the rule to limit flopping has had since it was put into place in the NBA?
Well, I do think we're seeing less theatrics. And there were fines before, but a flop now might impact the game itself. So I'd say it's been a bit of a deterrent.
And the first one drops. And the Warriors with some changes. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Trace Jackson Davis. Rudy subbed in for Draymond Green.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks very much. James Harden is still a factor at age 35. He says, I'm more than a scorer, so for me, it's just impacting the game at the highest level. Kevin, he's led the league in scoring 3 times, but has also led the league in assists. So, pretty much true. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Don't forget, he rebounds as well as any guard right now in the NBA. The 3 from Harden. The Warriors pull it in. Jackson Davis has got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after. Curry kicks to Hield. Wiggins from outside. Cans it from downtown. Wiggins has got 12 in the game.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The 3 from Harden. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Curry passes to Wiggins. Right. Oh,
yes! Putting something extra on it. Wiggins showing off what he can do.
Clippers trail by 19. RJ, with how well Curry continues to play, I'm not sure his 3-point record will ever be broken.
It's going to be tough to do. But even if it does, I think Steph will still be regarded as the best shooter we have ever seen, simply because how he changed the game.
And it's Wiggins missing. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. That game marks the start of a 5-game homestand, the longest of the season. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. So for the Clippers, Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Terrence Mann. And Kevin Porter's subbed in for James Harden. Curry finds Hield. To the inside. And he can't jam it through.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that. They've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive. Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
All right, a chance to check out the stats for Hield. How he did last season. Put up about 12 points a game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. Yeah, he's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Yeah, not playing outside himself, but finding lots of chances to do his thing and affect the game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Kuminga comes in for Trace Jackson-Davis. And it's Payton in for Wiggins. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Dunn's checked in. A nice shot by Moody.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And Kuminga comes to help. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. He gets that one. Zubac has got 6.
An all-around player. One of Batum's roles is to make the defense pay when they leave someone open.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Now let's take a look at the most efficient scorers in the NBA from last year's campaign. Third is Ivica Zubac.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
And the Clippers making a change here. Wamba's checked in. Second free throw, no good. Clippers trail by 18. Outside, Batum hits it from 3-point range. Batum's got his second bucket tonight.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Hield outside. Beyond the arc. And it's Payton. That time on the assist by Hield. Hield's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it. And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Payton on the double team. Batum wide open. He fires. Nice open look, but it's no good.
They say it's a make-or-miss league, and there's sometimes that you miss.
And the basket by Payton.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
And Kuminga comes to help. Here's Dunn. Gets it to fall from the right block. Dunn's got 5.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
A nice shot by Moody. Here's Powell. He's got 6. Pass to Porter. Or the 3. Batum with the 3. Warriors with the rebound. There's 31 seconds left in the third. Moody. It's hauled in by Dunn.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Jones checked in for the Clippers. James Harden comes in for Norman Powell.
James Harden.
Outside Curry. Clock at 6. Good on the three-point shot. Curry's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip. Oh, he really wanted that triple. Even though he missed, I really like the competitiveness I'm seeing.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. The Warriors on top, running away with it. And a moment ago inside the huddle with head coach Steve Kerr.
Move it to the next guy. Drive and kick. Let it go.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Enzo Harden will bring it up for L.A. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, we've got Chris Dunn. Kevin Porter is out there with Harden. Then there's Batum, and it's Bamba in at the 5, roaming the paint. Pass to Green. Now Heel. A three-pointer, Wiggins, and Bamba pulls it down. Bamba's got 4 rebounds in this game. And it's Wiggins missing. The Clippers shooting here about 46% for the game. From deep Harden, it's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Jackson Davis has got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Batum's got 4 rebounds now tonight. He lobs it up, and the dunk by Bamba.
You really couldn't ask for a better finisher for that play. Bamba able to go above and beyond there. It makes him a humongous target.
The baseline J, and Jackson Davis gets it to go. Jackson Davis has got 22.
That's more than enough space for him to get that shot up.
Porter kicks to Batum. Good, and a nice assist from Porter.
As he's gotten older, we've seen KPJ become a willing passer.
Pass to Wiggins, tipped away, and stolen by Dunn. Harden with it. Looking to get back on track here. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Healed the pass to Wiggins. That 3 off the mark. The Clippers have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Dunn's shot's good.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
Warriors leading by 20. Here's Hield. And that one goes long.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
To the paint. And the dunk by Bamba.
Pure determination here, guys. A fourth quarter run that has them looking better and better as we get ready for the stretch run.
Here's Jackson Davis.
The main thing you get with Bamba, imposing defender, shot blocker, alters everything in the paint.
Dunn finds Harden. Bangs home the trifecta.
And he knocked down 4 triples in the first half. You got to stay in his hip pocket.
On the wing, Wiggins. Golden State moving it around. And the Warriors miss again.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Dunn misses. Golden State's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. To the middle, here's Curry. Lays it up and banks it in. Curry's got 26.
And this has become expected from Curry. Everyone knows how dangerous he is at getting to his spots and capitalizing. Let's just say his subpar shooting is just one reason why they are trailing in this ball game.
Wiggins from outside. Rebound by the Clippers.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
And that one's good by Porter.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Porter with the steal. It's Harden with the drive. Banked in off the glass. Harden's got 5 points now this quarter.
Fighting for those points. The beard playing tough.
Warriors leading by 12. On the wing, Green. Pass to Jackson Davis. Here's Curry with the 3. Rebound by the Clippers. Bamba's got his 6th rebound on the night. Hield on the double team. Puts up a 3. The Warriors pull it in. Green's got 7 rebounds in the game. Wiggins finds Hield. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. And the Warriors lead by 15.
What a gifted shooter. Hield is especially dangerous from the corner.
Outside, Porter. Now, here's Bamba. Guarded closely, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Mohamed Bamba. Derek Jones comes in for Nicholas Batum. Mann's checked in for Dunn. And Norman Powell subbed in for Porter. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. Now he wants them to stay focused on teamwork out there. He said, let's keep communicating, keep talking. We got to help each other out there. Coach thinks that team effort is what's needed here. Guys?
Thank you, David. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Back to Mann. Outside, Jones. And he converts the layup.
He saw a path to the rim, and he took it. The defense just couldn't stop it.
Warriors leading by 14. Takes it inside. It's stolen by Jones. Pass to Powell. Down low. And the dunk by Zubac.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
How about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. Jones can't connect from short range. Frank, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
Trying to add a few more points to their lead.
And they should just stay with what they've been doing.
Well, he's not the tallest guy on the roster, but man, can he board or what?
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Warriors.
What an effort in the transition game we've seen tonight from these guys. Really pushed the ball, and I think in doing so, created a lot of pressure on the defense.
Yeah, definitely had a huge edge, and this is their DNA. When they run the ball and dictate the flow of the offense like we've seen here, these are the kinds of games they can have.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
First personal foul. Second.
And the first one at the line is good. So for the Clippers, Jones checked in for Zubac. Brown comes in for Jones. And Bones Hyland subbed in for Terrence Mann. Talk about confidence. Greg, what do you think about Harden's quote from a couple years ago when he said, I'm not a system player, I am the system?
Kevin, I laughed when I heard it because most guys couldn't say that. But Harden absolutely can. He's an elite scorer turned elite passer. Your offense has to orbit around him when he's on the floor.
And so Powell nails both of them. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Back to Looney. And they pick up 2.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game, saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
Powell for 3. It's rebounded by Kuminga. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge. Thank you, David. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan.